Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing a video on this natural makeup look here. It was requested and I give that person a shout out while I'm doing my makeup, so you'll see that here in just a second. Before I continue rambling, let's go ahead and jump on in. I'm really sorry about this setup. This is not my greatest. I have a sheet up because the camera keeps focusing on the wallpaper we have in the kitchen. Hopefully, fingers crossed, by the end of either this week or next week, the living room will be finished painted, and so will the kitchen. Fingers crossed. Pray for me, y'all. This was actually a requested video, and it was requested in a comment left on my fall morning cleaning routine. And it's from TesFamily Vlogs. It says, do a makeup routine too. Pretty please, I like your natural makeup look. If you're watching this, you are too entirely sweet, and I absolutely love your channel. I'll have that channel linked down below so you all can go subscribe if you haven't already. Anyway, since you requested that video, I'm going to be doing that today. I kind of did the rushed version in that video, the morning cleaning routine. So I'm sitting down and I'm actually going to show you what it looks like when I take 5 to 10 minutes instead of the 3 minutes it took when I was filming that video. So let's go ahead and start doing that. Put my hair back in one of these little things. It does leave a little bit of a dent in my hair sometimes, but not all the time. We're kicking it back to like 3rd grade. One of my biggest issues when doing an everyday makeup look, like I've committed to getting ready every single day, is I don't like the way foundation feels on my face for very long periods of time. So normally I'll just do concealer and I won't worry about foundation. So that's the routine you're gonna see today. But I will let you know that the foundations that I use when I do use foundation is the Estee Lauder Double Wear and the Too Faced Born This Way. And I am in Pearl in the Too Faced and Ecru 1N2 in Estee Lauder Double Wear. But we will not be using those things today. I'm gonna be using concealer, which is my Tarte Shape Tape, and I am in Fair Beige. Using my little Joy Mangano handheld mirror. I absolutely love this thing. It's great for travel too. My face has been breaking out a lot recently and it's driving me insane. So, just gonna put concealer right here. Honestly, I don't go over here at all. This isn't really lighter than my skin once I blend it out. I'm using my Real Techniques beauty sponge. And I just move it around. I concentrate most of it right here, and then I work out. And I work my way up my face because when I do this, I get creases on my forehead, and if I don't set those immediately, it looks really weird and not that great, so I work my way up. I also use this as a eyeshadow primer. I just cover up all the redness on my eye, any veins, anything like that with the concealer. I'm really just pressing that in. And now I move on to my forehead and I use the flat side for that. And I don't make any facial expressions. Now, without really moving my face around because I don't want to crease my forehead, I take the Real Techniques sponge, push it into my RCMA translucent powder, and I set my forehead first and I push that into my skin. Now that's set and I can move my forehead and it doesn't create weird lines in the concealer. Now that I've done that, I'll take this big fluffy brush and kind of just sweep some translucent powder around my face. I have used this palette so much that the big mirror broke off of it. So I use this color to bronze and this color to contour, and that's their names, bronze and contour. Literally that's the name. Okay. And I use this brush to bronze and just really wiggle it in there. And then I just sweep it up the side of my face. I start at the corner of my eye and work my way backward, kind of in the hollow of that cheek. And I just take it up this way. I'm using the viewfinder as a mirror. I do not exclude my forehead. I don't have a large forehead, but I do have a very round face. So I like to bronze that up as well. And then my neck. And then I take this little brush into the contour. And I do need a mirror for this or I'm gonna go overboard with it. And that brings a little bit of life back to the face. And then I'll take the brush that I used for my transition shade into the bronze color and bronze contour my nose just a little bit. And that just gives a little bit of structure and color back to your nose. When I'm not filming this, it usually takes me 5 to 7 minutes. And then I go into another Smashbox palette that I have had for 4 years and is completely shattered and messed up. But I use the blush from this. It's my favorite blush, if you can't tell. It's the middle one. I have no idea what color that is. It doesn't have a name. It used to have the plastic that folded over it, but it doesn't. This might be like the Masterclass palette, I don't know. But I use that middle one and then just barely pop it into the one to the left of it. And I start here and work my way up. I start everything from the corner of my eye over. I don't want a more round face than I already have. And that just gives some color back, and I'll even drag that down my nose and a little bit on my forehead. Just to kind of, I don't have a rhyme or reason for half the stuff I do, so it is what it is. Okay, now, if I really don't want to go any further, I'll take the same brush that I contoured my nose with, go into the same bronzer, and put it in my eyes, like right here, as my eyeshadow, and bada bing, bada boom, I'm done. If I want to go a little bit further, I'll use Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'll use these shades to kind of deepen it up, and maybe put that on the, like one of these shades on the lid. That's pretty much it. Today I'm gonna do what I normally do, and I'm gonna use that bronzer and just sweep it into the crease. And then I will take my finger into the Jaclyn Hill palette and just grab one of those and pop it all over my lid. Then I'll go back in with that bronzer, clean it up, and that's it. For the bottom lash line, I'll take this brush and go into the bronzer and just sweep it under my lash line. And other than mascara, that's it. That's all I do to my eyes. Now, what do I do for brows? Sometimes I'll take these two colors and fill them in with powder and then put the wax on them. Most of the time, honestly, I use the Maybelline New York Brow Drama Sculpting Brow Mascara in Blonde. And it looks like this. And I'll just sweep it through my brows. I have my brows grown out to where they don't really need much. Like, that's my brow without anything other than the color put into it. And I usually just put the color in it because my hair is naturally very light and I like to do a little bit of something so that it actually looks like I have eyebrows. And that's it. That's all I do to my brows. And this gives them color and keeps them in place. I don't have to use the wax and the powder and all that stuff. I just sweep that through there. Then I use the Maybelline New York Total Temptations mascara. I think this is like $7 at the drugstore. And I look down. I notice a lot of people just do this. I can't do that. That drives me nuts. I blink into mine. I'll show you. And I'll roll at the root of my lash. And I pull up. I don't go out, I go up. I'll do both of my eyes and then I'll use what's left to just kind of touch the bottom eyelashes because I don't like them crazy blown out. Okay, for lips, we're not doing anything fancy. Using the Essence Soft Contouring Lip Liner in Big Proposal 08. Got this at Meijer, I think. It's fairly close to what my lips look like without anything. That way my lips don't disappear into my face. And I put Carmex over it. And that's it. And if I do want to put on highlighter, it's usually this one or the two eyeshadows that are in that palette, and I'll use the Morphe M510 brush. I'll just usually mix the two eyeshadows. And that's it. Take this out. Flip my hair back and forth. Alright guys, that's it. This is what I do. I'll give you a close-up, kinda. Sometimes I'll clean that up with a little translucent powder. So I'll take this. I don't let it sit on there for very long, just long enough to put the lid back on. Grab my brush and then I just push it into that powder that's up top. Just kind of blend the two so that I don't have one harsh line. That's pretty much it. I'm not a beauty YouTuber. I don't do this professionally. I'm just showing you what I do every single morning when I get ready. This is the most minimal makeup that I do for myself. I know you're probably looking at all those steps and going, dear God, that's a lot. But I skipped foundation. I didn't do a lot to my eyebrows. I basically just swapped some stuff through it and that was it. This takes me literally 5 to 7 minutes. I do not like to have a lot of makeup on my face for an extended period of time. It makes me feel like I'm suffocating. I don't feel that way when I just use concealer and then kind of pat it out. Like I put it here and then I just kind of fan it out. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of crap all over my face. I don't feel sticky and I prefer that. I can handle this on my face from, well, usually I'm getting ready about 8:30 in the morning doing this. So from 8:30 to the time that I wash it off around 8:30 or 9 o'clock. I can wear this all day long and not feel like I'm suffocating. I do have days where I don't wear any makeup at all just because I don't think that looks bad. Like, I don't feel like I'm less put together because I don't have makeup on. I feel like that's my natural face and I love my natural face, so why not? I don't know, I really like my natural face. But I like the way this looks too. And to the world, I feel like this is more presentable. So I'm starting to get in that routine of doing this every morning. I don't have to go all out. Like I said, it doesn't take more than 5 to 7 minutes. And it makes me feel comfortable, confident, and I can throw on a nice outfit and walk out the door and be just fine. I hope this video is everything that you thought it would be when you requested it. When you requested that, I'm like, oh, this is probably not gonna meet that expectation. But if it did, I'm really glad that it did. If it didn't, I'm really sorry. I do have, in those Get Ready With Me's, I do a lot more than this to my face. I go all out in those Get Ready With Me's. So go watch those if you want a little bit more than all this. This is the look, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, consider subscribing before you leave. And I hope you all are having a beautifully blessed evening, morning, noon, night, no matter what time it is, wherever you are when you're watching this. I genuinely hope it's blessed. And I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye, guys.